find your seat. You'll not find a better opening. Strike the horn! Now! The creature is gone. Let us revel in the knowledge that this region has escaped its destruction. As a matter of fact, have you always pursued your current vocation over the course of your journey with the Arisen?
It might surprise you to know I was once a mage. I took great pride in healing our master's wounds in battle.
I fear for the armor.
Red with fury. What have you done to earn its
The very
ire?
world was under threat.
Oh, you return. I am so happy to see you safe. You were gone so long. Oh, I am not sure but I can try to...
As Arborist, Sir Taliesin is the leader of the Elven people. Let us follow our guide, that we might speak with him.
Tis as you say. Now, there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
Findelnar. Nevea no...
Kasinke, Fionar,
Morvani morivin nevea taro yav moringa surnekemen
Nundisam,
herenon nun li Findelnar morivin or...
Alcarwa, Ane Martir, Sorne, and Lera Nefir Hera.
Only time will tell whether the cutting shall take root. For now, let us make for the seafloor shrine.
Tis easily done.
Pray, slow your feet! You run too fast for the likes of me!
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot. We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
Halan Ostolintan. Non when they hit off.
Svindemund Fionaro. Onne Kasinke.
Kas Aidalia,
Nenamboe yav kemen ros uru...
Luintaremikin ne meltoling.
Alan, Hia, Elorato, Ala, Nenwen, Yavstir, Lalasta.
Bill,
I thank you, friend. It would be no
Your fight continues.
You would gather materials here, Master? Can we really afford to carry more?
I wonder how long I last.
Some of us get to do suck bullshit. Only may I plan depths of my own soul.
Interested in my wares?
To try to enjoy life wherever
I'll not take that from...
Pray calm yourselves.
So, Manella, you don't understand.
No, you don't. We shan't weather this. Ah, Sir Arisen, with the world in thus did I return. I maintain all but enough of my woes. You wish us after all. Alas, should we proceed with every soul as such, and should you encounter such efforts as for me?
'Tis no mere tavern brawl we are to mediate, Master. Due caution is advised, methinks.
I quite agree.
you slander my... This is no business of...
Now, if we are to... Otherwise...
Aye. Well, sir, this knave, he said my sword...
It was your dear father's patronage that made...
You have my gratitude.
Have at you!
What's this then? Stay back. Let's get caught in the fray.
Have you lost your wits? Keep your
Keep back! I do not wish to injure you.
Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige.
You plan to roll over and die, then?
I admit it. I underestimated your skill.
Nay,
We owe you a debt, were it not for your time.
indeed.
It seems some things can only be resolved by crossing blades. But I doubt they'll quarrel again after this.
'Twas a pleasure to recount such good tidings.
Oi! Why must I share with a fan?
You there! You couldn't put this upstart in his place for me, would you? Go, if that's what you...
Aye, clear off. I'll not take that from you. Stop this, father! Thank you, sir. I'll be sure to share it.
You mean with me? For true? Thanks. I'm half starved.
Oi, leave my kid alone!
You're not some child.
Wait, you shared your food with them. I... Thank you, sir. As for you, Nomos, it would seem we were both but looking...
Aye. Mayhap we're not so different after all. And we both had...
The desire to protect one's kin transcends race and culture. It just goes to show, we are none of us so different.
Huzzah! You done it!
I've had well enough of you.
I reckon the world would be...
Oi, you! Don't...
Aye, leave...
That's enough.
If this is where I fall...
I believe in you! I'm none too proud to scarp up. I know you're made of sterner stuff than that. Fine. This one's got thick skin.
You're telling me? Bah. Too right. I've clean forgotten.
I've got to focus. The shift's only just begun.
Wish I didn't have to work to earn my bread. Go on, have a look.
The so-called Forbidden Magic Research Lab appears to have been constructed.
The citizenry speak highly of your deeds, Sir Arisen. It seems you have made rather an impact. The people of Batal are beginning to see that we shall see the prey. Heavens only know how.
What say we report back to Empress Nadinia? Her Majesty ought be willing to commence the evacuation now.
By your leave.
Her Majesty has begun her
Stay your hand, Vera. Come hither. You have our we would present you. Yet, though we have we thought, would you be willing? Of course you are.
Pray excuse the...
Indeed.
Batal and the rest town are now safely evacuated. I am certain we can rely upon Sir Manella to keep the peace.
That was certainly worthwhile.
You saw the scum wherever the scum, or so I had yet ought he. I must examine that creature.
I can see where we need to go, but some fell power is blocking our way. Let's look for another...
Many paths are closed to us now, on account of the dragon's descent.
Confound this obstruction. But I suppose I ought to have expected this. Answers were ne'er so easily won. Monsters! Summoned by that beast, no doubt.
One monster down, two more replacing. We ought to ignore the rabble and focus on our true objective.
This is a tight spot.
You trying to piss me off?
Here, skip for it.
Stop this! Too fast for you.
Fucking fight, but I can take ye.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Right there.
Principles unproven are as dust on the wind. It seems this is the only way for...
One monster down and 2 more replace it. We ought to ignore the rabble and...
A fine welcome indeed. I can only hope that the worst is now behind us. Principles unproven are as dust on the wind.
One monster down, 2 more replace it. We ought to ignore the rabble and focus on our true objective.
I ill like our prospects.
The beast fell powers are twice as terrible in the flesh. What can be achieved without sacrifice?
Peculiar sensation filled me during my time with Lord Phasus. Although I was wholly unconscious, I could still feel you arisen, like a heartbeat, warm and constant. I was relieved beyond measure to find that our bond remained unsevered, for all that.
It was an ordeal indeed, and there is much for us to ponder. But for now, we must find a means to forge ahead.
Few know the real nature of the dragon. There it is! The dragon at the heart of all this destruction.
Look, Master, an urn. It doesn't seem a threat, but perhaps we ought to break it to be doubly sure.
Why did you destroy it? Never mind. But I trust you won't, after all. Though this land, the oceans yet, as 'twill be, I only hope that this...
That vase was in truth a dragon. Oh, 'twas clever of you to realize its true nature, Master.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here? Yes, Master. I shall hasten to your aid. Battle is upon us! That is a skillful bit of thievery. Do your vocation proud.
Come to think of it...
On my way! I've just had a thought. Every master I've ever served has stayed. Stay with me, Arisen! Wait a moment.
Treasure chest. I can hardly wait to open it.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
The entire kingdom will soon be dyed that fell crimson, should we allow the loathsome creature to advance.
I would see every last innocent life. Fast and true, and our quarry shall fall!
This is ridiculous. They have no right to hold the Arisen responsible. No one can have proceeded.
Never mind. Our master will do what is right, regardless of what will happen.
creature is defeated. Here's hoping this will be enough to forestall the Red Cloud's advance for a while. There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
I've got a good feeling about this one.
I do not understand. What has befallen our world?
Who would wish for such a calamity? I refuse to let this be the end of things. This is for you, Master. I thought it might come in useful.
Ah, I remember you. What brings you to the encampment? It is a miracle you're still alive. Father, but I think we're a bit short, in fact. A blacksmith and a smith. Well, you'd have naught to do. I can only hope, and while you're taking care of...
Ah, I remember the blacksmith and his lady wife well. I only hope we can convince them to join the evacuation.
I knew it to be so.
Be ready! Our foes are armed!
Shame I've no advantage against this foe. Are we all in the same boat?
Think you can run?
That skillful bit of feat. Do your vocation proud. You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
Unless my eyes deceive me, there's something down there.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait right there.
That's quite the temper.
Might we not use their range to our advantage?
It's easily done.
Has been drenched.
Count upon my aid.
Thank you.
Are you all right? Perhaps you should rest a moment. There are one or two places of interest. I could tell you more about them if you like. Master? While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way?
Arisen, we ought to heal ourselves while we've the chance.
Give no quarter!
By your leave. Yon chest lies just beyond our reach.
Well now, whatever brings you here? These are perilous times. You'd have us evacuate.
Now. Besides, after all that...
Oh, very well, my love. Would you be so kind as to escort us?
Let us see our charges to the encampment. But be mindful. The path seems much changed since last we walked it.
A resounding success!
Well, here we are. How long before the evacuation begins, I wonder?
Would you find Ser Ernesto and tell him we've arrived? Let him know that we'll wait here till the time comes.
Uh-huh. There's something written here.
Let's have a look then.
How many times must I... Now bugger off and leave...
Ah, good. I'm afraid there's another matter. It concerns the man something... I sought him out I must confess. Could I... At this point, we think...
Sir Lamond is as mighty as 100 soldiers.
Fancy meeting ye here. I'm here to live my life as I see fit. Oh, bollocks. Aye, fine. Can't say I'll be glad to leave this...
He seems to have acquiesced. Sir Ernesto will be thrilled to hear it, I'm sure.
You have my support.
I cannot. We shall fare much better on the road with Sir Lamont's. It will be slow going, yet come what may.
The people of Volcanic Island are evacuated. May they make it through the impending chaos intact.
You have my support. A ballista...
Arisen! I knew you loved this world too much.
We would make use of this stone gigant. Fortunately, we believed 'twas once powered by...
Ah, I'll take that.
I have supplied the body with magic aplenty, yet furthermore, could it be? And if so...
Behold! It moves! Though what impelled it, I cannot say. Go forth, Talos! May you strike down any dragon in your...
The statue has stirred from its slumber. Where will it go now? It does not appear poised to...
What did you do? Who was it?
have naught to fear from any overgrown lizard.
Behold! The red clouds are receding! Did the pawn within impel the statue to action?
Did my words reach them, I wonder? No matter. I will not be swayed in my course.
So long as breath swells within my body, despair has no hold on me.
I see you do not. Your persistence is most, alas, for I am certain yet.
You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever. At least I go knowing I fought. I've a modest talent for spotting materials that... We'll see each other again.
how I've longed... It was just as daunting to battle Cyclopes there as here.
There is naught more you can achieve here, Arisen. The time for resistance is long.
There are worse things than turning in early on.
All that remains is for you to fulfill your final duty.
Getting proper rest. How I've... Getting proper rest is an... Arisen! I knew you loved this world too much to leave it behind. Set me any task you like, Master. I can take on the entire world if need be. Leave the finding of equipment-enhancing materials to me, Master. I shall sniff them out and mark them on your map. How curious. Time itself feels strange here. I have a knack for gathering items and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any useful mechanisms I espy. This world shall not survive much longer, I fear. I have no issue falling as... Stay with me always, Arisen. I wish for nothing more. Something unknowable draws near. I can sense it. Prod me if you must, Master, but I've nothing more to say. I know where we can find useful materials for enhancing your equipment, Master. How I've longed to embrace my bedroll. Arisen! I knew you loved this world too much to leave it behind. I found a place with some useful materials for enhancing our equipment. I've marked it down on the map.